drawer is our utensil drawer. I'm not sure how the Leatherman got in here. Oh, I was using it to break up ice cubes, but it's just kind of stayed there for some reason. My knives are slipped in here. I only have 2 when I'm on the road. I've got a little tiny paring knife and then an 8-inch, I think, chef's knife. This little silicone measuring cup is great for the same reason, as you can kind of just smoosh it down in here. Dry measuring cups, measuring spoons. I've got a cheese knife, a little dish for I don't know what, sometimes like condiments and tea bags and things like that. Wine opener and chopsticks, knives, and that sort of thing. And Glenn and I leave little notes for each other. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. And the refrigerator. I went shopping yesterday, so it's jam-packed full of stuff. And the freezer. Now, this looks really chaotic in here, but it's fairly organized. I've got ice for mixed drinks. I bought some curry paste from a guy at the farmer's market, a Thai man. This is a giant bag of jackfruit that is frozen, butter, some beans, some tortillas. This is a giant bag of pineapple that is frozen, a big bag of bananas that are frozen, a big bag of blueberries, and some more jackfruit. Now, the reason I have all of these giant bags of frozen fruit in the freezer is because we make smoothies, and the secret to a good smoothie is to have 2/3 frozen to 1/3 not frozen. So the things that aren't frozen are things like kale, spinach, chard, any sort of greens I want to put in it. Something like a tangerine, lime, a mango, whatever fresh fruit I have, and then I load it up with frozen fruit and you get this beautiful icy sorbet. Basically, it's breakfast sorbet. Yum. Now, I might be a little bit too excited about this, but this is my bathroom. I've never had a bathroom in my mobile house before, so I love it. A little handheld shower. This carries like toiletries and face lotion and stuff like that. Extra roll of TP. This is one of my favorite things. It's a little hemp scrubby. It's just woven mesh, but it's great for like body scrubs and stuff, and it dries really quickly, so it works well in humid environments, and it's not plastic like those plastic scrubbies. So today's laundry day. I was washing out some whites and they're drying, so that's actually going on in here. And these little bins, mesh baskets that are soft and collapsible that hold everything that you need to go to, you know, the shower if you're staying at a campground, or take with you, or move out of the bathroom when you're cleaning it. Really handy. I love this little space, and I love that I can just get in there and clean it all at once and take a shower at the same time. The back of the house. This is our nest, and it's private, so I'm not taking you back there. And we were at Ikea, and I wanted to get a little over the bathroom door hook for towels, and GP found it to be unnecessary. And so there are our towels. It's on the agenda. Here is my closet, and be warned, it is a mess. So I've got clothes jammed in here. My cow skull is jammed in here. And then down here I've got these little baskets. Look at this. Dingle balls. Who doesn't love dresses with dingle balls on them? I seem to have gotten 2. I must really love them. But these are also little container from Ikea. This one has first aid and vitamins in it, and this one has candles and incense and votives and little things for ambiance, which is really nice to have little votive candles at night on the table when you're camping. And more clothes than I should have in there. And just below my closet, next to our towel hook, are utensils. So this is a pretty important drawer for a cook. It's on top so that I can access it quickly, but I also only have so much space, so I've pared it down to my essentials, and I just realized in saying that I have a non-essential in here. I have a whisk that I don't like. It's going away. Okay, so I pared it down to my essentials, which is a cheese grater, tongs. This is a julienne cutter. For a lot of people, it's not essential. It has these little teeth and it cuts really thin little shards. But as somebody that likes to eat a lot of raw food and healthy vegetarian fare, I believe it is an essential. Silicone scrapers, I have two of them. One is softer and more flexible, and the other is a little beefier. I use these guys all the time. I love them. A wooden spoon with a flat bottom for stirring and kind of scraping. Love it. A cocktail muddler for smooshing mangoes and kiwis and stuff and making drinks. Very fun when you're in a tropical place. Skewers, if we're going to grill anything. A serving spoon. Microplane grater slash nutmeg grater, zester, chocolate grater, you name it. Love that tool. A big spatula flipper. For me, always making things and putting them in little bottles and stuff. That funnel is a vital part. I've used this so much. It was cast aluminum and it's almost smooth. The oh so epic Mexican lime squeezer. These things are bomber and they're meant to last forever. Unlike the $30 version, these things are like $3 in the Mexican grocers. The $30 versions that you can find in kitchen stores are total rubbish. They do not squeeze and juice the limes like this, and they generally break. This thing, if this pin gives out, you just put a new piece of metal in there. Brilliant. Can opener, and that's about it. See, oh, these towels, they're just always in the way. Second drawer down is all my dish towels and rags, contact lenses, toothpaste, sunscreen, and dental floss, and my nut milk bag. Kind of a total random assortment, but we get in there a lot, and those, it's just a handy place. And then gloves for seeding chilies, little things that I find that are random, like a heart-shaped rock. Glenn has a switch, earplugs, because we both have surfer's ears and our ears are going to have to be cut off and scraped out if we don't protect them. If you're in cold water, wear earplugs. Needle and thread, and my rock collection, because I like collecting rocks. And then I do weird things like hoard string. I don't even know why. Cut off the buttons off some shorts that I ruined, and parchment, tin foil, plastic wrap. So that's my house. But the coolest thing is up there. It's on the roof of the camper. Glenn has installed 2 solar panels and put this inverter in that allows me to work from the road. We don't have to have a hookup. We are hooked up now because we're in a campground, but we don't have to have a hookup. I can plug in my laptop and my hard drive, and I can work for hours without draining our batteries. So that's amazing. And then, being the wizard that he is, he also installed I don't know what to call it. I call it a booster. It's an antenna that can actually amplify Wi-Fi signals for up to a half a mile. So if somebody's got a little router, a home router, it doesn't even need to be a base station or a relay center, it can just be a home router, and they're several blocks away. If I have a fairly clear line of sight from my antenna on the roof, I can actually pick up Wi-Fi. I know all of you techies are going to ask me about the antenna. It's kind of Glenn's department, his forte, but he bought it from Korea. There was a guy that was importing them in Canada, but the directions were like 5 pages long and they were kind of Korean English. It's not a really good way to conjugate that like Spanglish, but poorly written. And he installed it and has since sold a couple of the other campers here in the campground on it because they work so well, and we've been trying it out all over, and I've basically been connected nearly the entire trip, which is amazing. So that's that. Thanks again for being here, and if you have any questions or you have any advice or any little tips or tricks that you have learned from your time in a camper or on the road, leave them below. I've learned so much from fellow travelers and from you all, and I really appreciate the dialogue. And it makes YouTube a lot more fun for me when you guys comment and share and interact, so it doesn't feel quite so one-sided. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up. See you next time.